Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning, and I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. Today we have the Benriach Sauternes Finish, 16 years old, 46 ABV, non-colored, non-chill filtered, a finished single malt whiskey. It lay the first 15 and a half years in ex-bourbon cask, which were used several times. So the ingredients of the cask wood were torn out by previous fillings from the cask, and this second, third, fourth fill from the cask was quite weak. There wasn't many aromas the whiskey was able to tear out of or derive off the wall of the cask. So the whiskey was matured, it was no longer young, but it was too weak. So what to do? They filled it into a fresh Sauternes cask, a cask from the south of France, from the Bordeaux region, in which a white wine, a very sweet white wine, matured as a barrique maturation for the wine. Sauternes is a very, very sweet wine. The high-end wine companies spread the grapes on the ground and let the water vapor go off the grapes, and the sugar accumulates in the grapes. And after getting rid of 20, 30, 40% of the water, then they mash the grapes and bring the wine into the fermentation vessels, and then you have a lot of sugar into this liquid, in this grape juice. And the yeasts work on the wine, and when the ABV reaches 15–16%, the yeast kill itself by the alcohol, and there is residual sugar from the wine, from the grapes inside the wine, and this is the reason why the Sauternes wines are so sweet. So, and all old or used casks for the barrique maturation of this Sauternes wine are used to finish this whiskey. So we can expect to have quite a sweetness from the wine which resides inside the porous walls of the cask, and we will see quite a spiciness from the wall of the oak wood, of the European oak wood used for these barrique casks. Let's have a look at the bottle, or take the tube. Aged 16 years, finished in Sauternes barrels. Barrels means quite small casks, so there will be a high aroma transfer, a flavor transfer from the wall inside the whiskey. The smaller the cask is, the more aromas go into the whiskey. The big casks mature quite slower, a lot slower. Non-chill filtered natural color. The distillery of Benriach was built in 1898, and in the heart of the Speyside, in the northeast region of Mauritius, the heartland of malt Scotch whisky. Yeah. Benriach is one of the few distilleries with its own on-site floor maltings, so they produce part of the malt for the malt whiskey in their own maltings. Matured in their traditional style in American bourbon barrels, this whiskey is then finished in Sauternes wine barrels sourced from the Bordeaux region of France, as I said. During this second period of maturation, the whiskey interacts with the oak wood and derives a number of additional interesting flavors and aromas. Nose, sultanas, figs and butterscotch. Color, rich gold. It's not artificially colored, so this is original color. And if you mature 15 years in a reused American ex-bourbon cask, then the color will be white wine. So the second maturation, the finishing in the Sauterne cask, brings the deep, rich gold color. Taste rich, sweet Sauterne notes married with tropical fruits, melons, toffee, sultanas, and butterscotch. A very dominant butterscotch aroma, and below it's vanilla. And in the back there are sweet figs. You buy them in these boxes with a cellophane covering on it, and put it in your hands, and it's sweet and gluing. So this figs. Sultanas or raisins, butterscotch, vanilla. This fresh Sauterne wood, the casks are also activated with the fire was toasting, so that the wood sugar is caramelized, and this caramelized wood sugar brings all the toffee aromas. On one side, very sweet. On the other side, spicy, intense, impacting your tongue. Mouth-watering, a second gulp to swallow. And in the back, probably some tropical fruits. Papaya. No, melon perhaps. The sweet honey melons. Toffee, a little bit wine. Yes, Sauterne is present. And after the impact is gone, there's leaving a butterscotch aroma on your tongue, as if you swallow your toffee, and not immediately, that's too sweet, but after quite a while, the aroma which stays in your mouth is now here, is present. I like it very much, yes. It may be not so easy to find those bottles on the shelves of your local dealer. There are a lot of different finishing types at the Benriach distillery. There's Madeira, there is port, tawny port, there's port, ruby port, there's sherry, and whatever you find from this finishing, have a look at the color, and if the color is quite deep, then you will have a strong impact of this particular cask and the wine which lay in that cask before. Thank you for watching Whisky.com, and stay tuned, there's more to come.